Oh, yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my beautiful epic peeps. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I am so excited for our guest that I'll be bringing forward in a few minutes. His name is Andy Sorenson, and he is a composer, a guitarist, a musician, and a kind soul. I just had the pleasure of meeting Andy a few minutes ago. So we'll go into that a bit more in a few minutes. But for those of you that are just joining us now and you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Samantha, and I am the co publisher and co creator of E.P.I.C. And E.P.I.C stands for Empowering People and Inspiring Community. And E.P.I.C Tri County CT is this multifaceted resource of positive media. We print a beautiful print publication every 2 months. Here is our gorgeous March April issue with a cover from Rosalind Brault, Carrier Brault, from Braultree Wellness in Higganum. So thank you, Rosalind. This is our print issue. We're getting ready to put together our May, June. So be on the lookout for that in the next few weeks. All right. So that's only one part of E.P.I.C, a very important part. Second is we have a very interactive, beautiful copy, digital copy of each issue up on our website, which Lisa will share with you in the feed. There you can go onto our website, you can read current issue, past issues, and there are live links to all our contributors, to the events that are listed there, everything. So it's a very active digital copy of E.P.I.C. And the third way that we are a resource to you and our community is through collaboration with our advertisers, with our social media platforms, hosting events, co-hosting events, right? So we're part of the community and we want to be part of the community. And that's really what E.P.I.C Tri County CT is. It is a collaboration of art, resources, healing, inspiration, empowerment, all that good juju, right? And we bring it to you full on, authentically, and real. Who's we? I mentioned Lisa. Lisa is the co publisher and co creator of E.P.I.C Tri County CT. And without her, none of this would be possible. So please, when you see me here all the time, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, know that right behind the scenes is Lisa, and none of this would be possible without her. So give her some love, give her some love. Reach out to her privately in her email or on her Facebook page and just say thank you. Thank you for always helping to bring this forward, because it wouldn't be possible. Wouldn't be possible without our contributors, wouldn't be possible without our advertisers, and it wouldn't be possible without you. So please share our information, okay? For this, we were kept. And together we can do this. We can keep this resource going and we can really make a difference in our world. So that is out of the way. That introduction, all that formal stuff is done. I want to remind everybody as spring is upon us and we are going full steam ahead. There are many events happening around our state, both virtually and in person, coming up in the near future. Let's see. May 1st, we have Yoga Nirdra and Sound Healing with Kevin O'Connor. He actually is sprinkled throughout the event section everywhere. Check Kevin out. He has the most amazing sound healing equipment. He has gongs and quartz bowls, just absolutely a beautiful experience. So check out Kevin O'Connor from KTO Services. Really, really cool experience. You have to do it at least once. Also, what's going on? Let's see here real quickly. Today, April 13th, we have the virtual meeting with the Holistic Chamber of Commerce, the East of the River portion of the Holistic Chamber of Commerce. That's Eliza Westbury. All the information is in, again, the event section and also online. If you want to hop on to a Holistic Chamber Zoom meeting, which I recommend that you do, you can contact Eliza at eliza.westbury@collins.com or simply visit the Holistic Chamber of Commerce website, which is holisticchamberofcommerce.com, and look for the East Hartford the East Hartford chapter. That's the word I was looking for. Because again, EPIC is a resource and the Holistic Chamber of Commerce is a resource. Now, without any further ado, I want to introduce you to another resource to our community, Andy Sorenson. Andy is a musician. He is a guitarist, as I said earlier, a composer, a producer based in Connecticut. He is also the husband of Lydia McClain, who has been a staple in the EPIC scene. Shout out to Lydia. He recently released AUMEN, which is an EP of music for meditation. So he is a composer and he produces. And what I sensed, which I always give my personal, the world according to Samantha, when I connected just a few minutes ago with Andy, I just felt an overwhelming sense of kindness. Just a kind energy, a kind soul. So I can imagine the music that he can put together. I've listened to it. Andy's been in our EPIC Recommends. I'm interested to learn how he does this all. So please give me a moment while I bring Andy forward, and we're going to give him some EPIC love and some EPIC light. Yes. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And also, thank you. As soon as I brought you on, little Miss Maddie came flipping around. So, disclosure, Maddie's with her Gigi today. So, Andy, I had the pleasure of reading the information on your website when I put together the recommends portion for the CD that printed in our March, April. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself? I kind of know a little bit, but I'm eager to learn more with them.
Absolutely. As you said, I'm a guitarist, composer, producer, all those, roles that we might play in things. But, overall, a musician. And I'm involved in a lot of different things. The main thing for many years has been my band, Atlas Gray, based out of Connecticut. And then, as that sort of went along, it, provided me with skills and opportunities to branch out and do a lot of different things in the music world. And one of the things that that you were asking about, and we've spoken about, is music for meditation and stuff like that, which has coincided with a million other things in our lives. That started as a the EP you mentioned was actually a few years ago now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to me, I don't know, time flies.
Literally.
So, but yeah, it was me experimenting in the beginning of my production kind of phase, and it combined. At that time, I was really going down the path of learning about meditation and all that kind of stuff initially, as well as exploring my love for cinematic music, music from film and all that kind of stuff. So it sort of combined into that, and then slowly grew into much more than that. As most good things go, without really trying or even realizing it's happening,
Right, organically comes together, and that's kind of when it's right. It feels right. It fits right. You feature a lot of the music, obviously, on Lydia's web, where I've had the pleasure of experiencing it also. And Lisa's going to be sharing all this information in the comment section that you shared with us. So with the music for the meditation, if and when our viewers are ready for meditation music, we simply can't just go on YouTube and pull anything off and put our voice over someone else's music, correct?
Correct.
They're going to shoot. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a complex thing nowadays with copyright infringement and all that kind of stuff. And the algorithms that exist now on things like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, even on the live feeds of that kind of stuff, they can have, I'm sure everybody's seen it if they've tried, They'll have a claim sent like immediately, 30 seconds after they post it, and they won't be allowed to post a video and all that kind of stuff. And, being an artist myself, that's actually a good thing because it's making sure that artists, even if it's just a band or some artist that you really, enjoy, if you're using their music as part of your meditation practice or whatever you're doing, any kind
Mm-hmm.
of event, you're using it for free, so the copyright sort of locks that down. But a lot, most people don't know that, especially in the world of instrumental music like this, if you were to record like you said, a guided meditation over top or something like that, that you can have your own music made, and that avoids all of that because in the end you own it. You can
Right.
use it however you decide to. You could chop it up and make it small, you could make it super long, you could use it over and over again, and there's no claims, it's all yours.
Right. And
And
that's
then
kind of what you do, right?
absolutely, yeah,
All
that's
right.
and that was sort of like a nice side effect to sort of realize, because I just started doing it, for Lydia and some other clients, who asked like, can you make music for this, with that cinematic thing, and make it build at the right moments and follow whatever kind of message that you're trying to convey.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, of course. And then that became even more relevant today, with the pandemic and everything, and everybody doing everything virtually, running into the problems of, I can't, post this, after I did it, or I can't do it live because I'm using a Spotify playlist of my favorite artists,
Right. Right.
kind of thing. So, yeah. And, I don't blame people because if you're not in this world, you wouldn't know. Um,
Yeah.
but the option is there to have music produced just for you that fits your brand and your message and your vibe, all that kind of stuff. And then you're free
So,
to do those things.
if because I've their guided meditation is beautiful. Meditation is beautiful in itself. There's something about having that music that creates that special experience. I've written many guided meditations myself. I've given meditations,
Awesome.
and at some point, I'd love to have music put, matched. I don't want to say put to my words because it's not going to. It's going to combine and make its own energy.
Hmm.
Um, so if I were to come to you, Andy, and say, "Hey, listen, here's a piece I wrote for a guided meditation. Can you take a look at it and put it to music?" What would that process look like? Um,
The process is fun. It's different for every single person and their goals. Some people come with a very clear vision, and they're like, I want it to, build at this moment. I want 3 minutes of chill, and then 2 minutes of excitement, and then, just using adjectives that they know, with or without related to music. And then I want like total calm for the end, or whatever they want. And then that's like a skeleton to work from, a
mhm.
framework. And we can pick keys and tempos.
Oh,
Certain keys that would make you feel more grounded. Certain keys make you feel more energetic and lively, depending on what you're going for, with that meditation or whatnot. Tempo is obviously a big thing. If it's slow, it's going to feel a little more grounded, and
mhm.
everything in between. Every tempo has a different kind of energy, about it. So all those little elements come together to match whatever the message of that piece is, or the message of that person is. And then when it comes to the actual sound of it, that can go a lot of different ways. Some people, come with completely open mind to anything, and they're like, you just do whatever you want, and that's cool, as long as it's in this tempo key, that kind of thing, with the correct kind of build. Or some people want it just static too, where it never changes. It's just a loop that
Right,
doesn't distract you, doesn't change anything, it just keeps you calm the whole time, and it gives your mind something to latch to so that you slow your thoughts.
right, right.
um, and so it could be that simple. Or people come and say, one of my favorite artists is this, and I listen to this all the time when I meditate. And then that's sort of like, oh, okay, I can listen to that, and through talking to them, figure out what about that inspires them, and then make sure I incorporate those elements in an original way, of course, within the thing that's created for them. So it's tapping into what inspires them in something else. So it could go, a million different ways, and it's very personal to
Yeah.
the person who's you know asking about it.
That's what I just got from that, and I didn't realize it. I didn't realize how personal, really a process that it needs to be. That it needs to be. Also, you mentioned brand. Never thought about that either. So thank you for making me aware of that, and all of our viewers aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And what always got me was the accessibility of having a musician that has the equipment, that has the heart and the willingness to offer this type of service. When you think of a musician, for me, immediately I think of, like, okay, David Bowie, out there,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
untouchables, right?
yeah.
But you are completely accessible. You are right here in Connecticut. You offer a service that is necessary for a lot of people, especially as they're trying to build their brand. And with the virtual and audio underlying everything that we do, what a gift you're bringing. So thank you. Thank you for doing that. I here in the form, the information sheet that you sent me. I'm at a loss for words. Can I mention some of the clients that you've worked with? Of course, Lydia McClain, who's your beautiful wife, MoonRising, Optimistic Wellness, and Imagine Float. Andy's done work for them, so hop on over to their website and check out some of their online catalogs that they have, and just know that, and I'm sure it's noted also, that you're the music, that healing vibe behind some of that work. Also, tell me, hey, she says,
Hey, what's up?
hey. So that was one thing that I appreciate you answering for me, is the process. Now, the second question I had is, once you have this music, and you go through the process, and then it's sent back over to the person that requested it, right? Comes in like what type of format? Like an MP4 that you can edit out and add? How does that?
Yeah, so it'll just be a WAV file or an MP3, depending on the quality. The WAV files are the super high quality audio, like CD quality. And those, we usually don't send those until the end when it's done, because they're huge files. But then you can have that if you want it, to use it for anything. But an MP3 is enough to go back and forth. Excuse me. And then it's just it's totally collaborative, in the sense that, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, kind of thing. And then we just go back and forth until it's exactly where you want it to be.
Wow.
So yeah, it's actually pretty simple in a way, and sometimes it goes really quickly, sometimes it takes a while, and that's totally fine.
Right. So if there are, and I know there are, I see Janice Messino, she's our Sage Wisdom contributor for March, April, and also May, June. Janice, if you're needing some meditation music to put behind your beautiful words, you can reach out to Andy. She's a beautiful, healer. Janice is a beautiful healer and a writer, channeler. And I know this is a needed service that you bring, not only for the business owners and practitioners, but for our world as a whole. As we're working through this transformative time, and we're working, in our own inner journeys, to have these tools available online, where I can hop onto Lydia's website and just simply relax and fall into that rhythm. So your gift is like, I'm thinking of the Energizer Bunny, the one that just keeps on going, right? Your gifts that you bring, that healing you bring, is just something that'll be here forever.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
No problem. So as a visionary, as an artist, as a creator, where do you see yourself going in the near future? And tell us what you're dreaming about.
We have so many plans, and as you were talking about earlier, you never know which plans are the right plans.
Yeah, yeah.
So try to surrender all of that, to the greatest good and not, attach myself too deeply. In this world of the, meditation music and that kind of stuff, it's so much fun to work with. Who work with so many different people who all have a different vision, and every time I do that, it expands my vision,
Mhm.
because you see it from a different way, and you're now working to make their voice not your own, you know. So that is a continual expansion and growth kind of thing, musically, technically, in every way, you know. So I love working with different people and helping them achieve
Mm.
what they want to say, what they want to be supported, and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like that's a never ending, like I said, expansion thing. So it never really gets old because it's always something new. Um,
Mhm.
and, my vision for that is literally just to be able to do that better and better all the time, and, and offer more in whatever ways, come about.
As they
Um,
grow, as you grow, that it with a capital I, it grows, and what I heard is serving. Serving the
Absolutely.
greater good in whatever way that is necessary, and in whatever capacity that you're able to do. And just talking to you, it's like I feel this energy, of course, kindness, which I said earlier, but also inspiration. Like, okay, I want to go dig out those guided meditations that I wrote, and really start to pursue that, to help others, and of course to also, expand my creative outlet. So now most of the clients, now for everybody, are virtual. So I'm assuming that's your primary working way of working right now is virtually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially in this world. I mean, everybody's
yeah,
everywhere. I'm,
yeah.
very blessed to have a home studio here, and I can do everything I need here, and, get on calls like this and talk about things in real time while they listen to it. Is totally possible now.
Beautiful.
Make changes, do all that kind of stuff. Most people seem just happy with, an email and then a phone call kind of thing. It's
Yep,
once again unique to everybody, the level of communication.
yep.
um, and it's fantastic to be able to do it all virtually, and help people with what they need from wherever, whenever. Um, so yeah, that's definitely most of it. When it comes to other music stuff, it's much more in person.
Sure.
If it's like a group of people, making something, as from experience, I'm sure
Yes.
it's easier if everybody's in the same room.
Yeah, yeah.
But once again, that can happen virtually with chats with multiple people. So it's great.
So as we begin to wind our conversation down, it goes by so quickly as we discuss. Time flies, right?
Yeah.
Um, what is the best way for our viewers that are watching now and those that will watch later to reach you if they have any questions, or if they want to talk to you about, moving forward with putting your music with their thoughts? What's the
Um,
best way to reach you?
Everything's on my website, which is great. I actually see the link right there.
Okay.
And AndySorensenMusic.com has all of it. There's a contact page where they can email me directly, and it'll just hit my email, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
With any questions, big or small, anything's fine.
Okay.
Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're dreaming up. And also the link that's actually there right now, where it's slash AUMEN,
Hmm.
is a page dedicated to my meditation music, and
Perfect.
you can check out tons of samples from all my clients stuff
Yeah.
there if they want to hear what the possibilities are.
You have a very interactive website also. I did
Oh,
notice that. So yeah, definitely check out Andy's website, and to get a sample of exactly what we're talking about here. So I want to thank you. It's a
thank
pleasure
you.
meeting you. Please
Absolutely.
give Lydia a big hug from the Epic crew.
We will.
Um, everybody that's watching, please reach out to Andy Sorenson if you're looking to put music to your words. I think that's what my Madison wants to do. Also, yeah, right. Check out his music, right? The EP Amen. He also plays with Atlas Gray. So there's so much to Andy. So definitely check out the links that we've shared. We've put everything up there for you. Again, Andy, I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for another epic interview. I can't remember who the guest is. And as always, we're here, guest or not. So again, thank you to our beautiful community. Andy, I forgot to tell you about our signature sign out. Just hang there with me, okay? All right.
Thank you so much for having me today.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, everybody, as you move about the universe today, please do so safely, okay? Stay safe, stay strong, stay true to who you are, stay in alignment with that beautiful person that you are, because there's only one you. Stay tuned to tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow at 11 with you all again. And as always, it is with all my love and all my heart that I say peace out. Epic Scouts. Bye. And Maddie and Nathan.